Hey friends, this is Carlton Lewis, aka Mellow Melanin, aka Mega Businessman, coming to you live and direct from Atlanta, Georgia. And in this video, we're going to talk about Uber Pro, 10,000 rides, and 1,000 subscribers. Thank you. Stay tuned. Hey friends, this is Carlton Lewis, aka Mellow Melanin, aka Mega Businessman, coming to you live and direct from Atlanta, Georgia. In this video, I wanted to talk about a few things. So I wanted to start off saying thank you to all the subscribers, thank you to all my riders, and just really happy about how things are going down. So I really appreciate you guys watching these videos. And today I actually hit 10,000 rides. I took my 10,001 ride, okay, today, and I think that was pretty cool. So I want to show that to you guys. And this is on both platforms, Uber and Lyft. And like I said, it doesn't include any private rides, but it's just rides that have come directly through the app. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to click profile, and we'll see it says Diamond there. We're going to talk about Uber Pro. But if you go down and if you look here, it says 7,564 trips over 5 years. Now there are some drivers that are just slaying that right there, but I'm you know, it's a milestone for me. So I want to go into Lyft at this point, and so you guys can see where I am with Lyft. And if you add these two numbers together, then it actually adds up to just over 10,000 rides. So on Lyft, which is moving really slow, on Lyft I have 2,437 rides, 5.0 rating here on Lyft, and a 4.99 on Uber. So right now, 5-star driver, 10,000 rides. That's an accomplishment. So I thank all my riders for helping me hitting that milestone. And you know, I want to say also thank you as well to you subscribers out there, man. You guys helped me crush it. Let me see if I can find that here. Boom. Let's see here, my channel, and then we're going to talk about Uber Pro. All right, so as of now, and I hit this yesterday, and I really appreciate you guys, 1,016 subscribers. And what that does is it helps me hit the Uber partner, YouTube partner status, which is really cool. So I can start getting some additional streams of income, for my YouTube videos. And I always talk to you guys about earning more and driving less, and don't rule out being a YouTube partner. That's an excellent source of getting additional income. All right, so definitely don't rule that out. Make sure, you know, do something to generate additional income. Don't just look at yourself as an Uber driver or a Lyft driver. You need to look at this as a business. Look at it as a business. I tell you guys, I have a blog, ridesharedrivingtips.com. Because of the increase of the viewership and the demand of content, I'm working more on ridesharedrivingtips.com and just blowing that out. And I recommend you guys check out The Simple Driver. I'm always going to shout that guy out, because if it wasn't for Kelvin, then I would probably not be doing these videos and helping more people by sharing my knowledge and my experiences about rideshare. All right, so let's pop back over to Uber Pro. And I really want to tell you guys, you know, what I like about Uber Pro. And there are some things that I think, that's okay, but it's not for me. And it might be for you, but it's not for me. So if I click on the circle up there, and it'll take me to here, click on my face, my avatar, and you can see I'm Diamond. So we're doing Uber's doing beta testing here in Atlanta for the Uber Pro program. All right, so some other cities have had it already, but it's new here as of May the 1st, I believe. And so what I had to do was I had to get my acceptance rate up and my cancellation rate down, because they were horrible. I was really focused on, I was cherry picking my rides. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you guys. And you can still use this system to cherry pick your rides, but you got to be smart about it. You got to be really smart about it. So my acceptance rate is where you see this 86% at, where it says 86%. My acceptance rate was at about 61% when they first started this in May. All right. So, and it'll go in and it'll break down, what your percentages are, how many trips have been requested, how many you accepted, and how many you declined. And this is over a period from April the 29th to May 29th. And today is May 29th. If you see this calendar at the top there, the day is May 29th. All right. So, and I hope I didn't stop the recording of this video. I may have. So let's go. Let's see here. Let's go to my acceptance rate. As a matter of fact, was, like I said, it's 86% now. It was 61 when they started. And my cancellation rate is where it said, where you saw the 1% there. So my cancellation rate, it needs to be 4% or less. So my trips accepted during this period from April the 29th to May 29th, they've actually gone down. I've completed 257 trips, canceled 2 trips. So my cancellation rate is at a 1%. And I like that. So as you can see, my rating is 4.99. That's great. And why is all of this important, right? I'm going to go through the features or the benefits of being on the diamond level, and the ones I think are really important to me in the way that I drive. All right, so I'm going to click on where it says diamond, and I hope this thing is still recording. I took the little air circle off so I wouldn't be branding anybody else, and it was a distraction. So I took the little recording circle off, so maybe I'll just be talking for the heck of it. So as you can see, at this point, I have 545 points. With the Uber Pro system, there is a point system. So you get 1 point for every ride unless it specifies, and it specifies 3 points per every ride. And that's usually during the peak time. And it says here, I enjoy these benefits from May 1st to July 31st. All right. So I need to earn 655 more points to keep the diamond rewards through the next 3 month period, which will start on August the 1st. All right. So the diamond rewards are, you get consecutive trip promotions. Everybody gets that. If you're a partner, you get consecutive trip promotions. But from my understanding, you're supposed to get a little bit more, but you don't. Okay, so there's no big deal with that to me. You're just completing multiple trips in a row, and then they'll give you some extra funds, like a little bonus. It's basically like a tip, like what if the rider was to tip you. But you can still, if you're smart, you know how to work the consecutive trip bonuses. I'll talk about that in another video. You get access to Diamond Quest promotions, and the Diamond Quest promotions are cool. It lets you pick like 4 different levels, and you have the Quest promotions during the week, Monday through Friday, and it's Friday at 4 o'clock in the morning, which, that's okay, but it doesn't give you enough time to really do the type of quest that they have listed out here. Not in my opinion, not the way that I drive. So here's an example. It says earn more with Quest. When you upgrade your status as an Uber Pro driver, you can earn more with Quest. Diamond drivers are offered the highest level of Quest rewards in your city. Here's an example of a 60-trip Quest. So if you're just a basic Uber partner, right, and you do a 60-trip Quest, you get $50. And then, but if you're a Diamond, you're going to get $75. Okay, so that's cool. The only thing is 60 rides is a lot of rides to do from Monday at 5 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock a.m. to Friday at 4 o'clock in the morning. If it was covering Monday all the way to Sunday, then that would be great. But what they do is they have weekend quests as well. So what I do is I set the bar real low for me. I'm not trying to go out of my way to hit these quest numbers, because yeah, they're gonna give you extra money, but you're putting extra wear and tear on your car. You're in the car a lot longer. And to me, you have to look at the trade-off. If the trade-off works for you, then great. If the trade-off does not work for you, then, I wouldn't do it. So, and I don't do it. I set the bar low, and I look at, realistically, I do about 60 trips a week on average. So I'm not going to set myself up to go after this quest, and I know that it's going to take me more time in the car to do it. My philosophy is earn more by driving less. So you get 5% cash back on gas, and that's when you're using your Uber Black card, your Uber bank card, and you got to sign up for that if you don't have it already. You get 100% tuition coverage at ASU online. I've looked through that. I don't know how I like it. I'm going to probably do the entrepreneur classes, because you can actually, take classes toward a degree, and you can actually receive a degree from ASU online, which is really, really cool. But you need to make sure you're reading the fine print on this. It sounds good. I don't know anybody that's completed it. Like I said, it's a new program. So I'd be interested to find out, how that's working for other people. I already have a degree, so I'm not looking to get another full degree, but I would take some classes on entrepreneurship just to brush up on my entrepreneur skills. This is the number one thing. This next thing, see direction and estimated time of trips before you accept. This is the number one thing that I like about this Uber Pro, because, and I'm going to tap it in there. Like I said, I hope all of this is getting recorded. If not, I'll just record it again. So you get to see the trip duration and direction. So, and the key to having this, right, the key to being able to do this is your acceptance rate has to be 85% or higher. Remember, I told you my acceptance rate was 61% when we first started, but they gave me a little taste of it, I guess by accident. So they gave me a little taste of it for maybe like 3 or 4 days, and then they took it away because my acceptance rate wasn't 85. So I worked really hard to get the acceptance rate back over 85 so I can experience this. If you know the direction and how long the trip is going to be, and if you're in tune with your city, I talk about that on my video about 5 killer tips to be successful during the summertime. If you're in tune with your city and you know where traffic generally is or is not, and you see that you got a trip going 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I've seen some trips and done some trips 79 minutes. I've seen a trip an hour and 45 minutes. I've seen that. It gives you that information, and it gives you the direction of which the trip is going on. That is crucial intel. You don't have to worry about calling your, because people cherry pick. You don't have to worry about calling your rider and asking them what part of town they're going to. This feature is worth having Uber Pro Diamond status 100%. I'm telling you, this is great. So if a ride comes in, let's say it's an Uber pool, and I know some Uber representative probably going to listen to this, but you guys got to know that most drivers don't like Uber pools. If a pool comes in and it says it's going, the pool says it's 8 minutes away to go pick it up, but the trip is only 5 minutes in any direction, I don't care what direction it is, I'm not going to pick that person up. I'm sorry. I'm just not. I'm not going to move my car for that unless there's a continuous trip bonus in place. Okay? A consecutive trip bonus in place. I'm going to go get that trip only then, or if it's surging. That's it. Okay? That's it. Giving you a little extra juice on some of my ways here. So this is good. It says when you receive a trip request, you'll see more info about the trip. And here they have a graphic, which is really cool. So it says here the estimated trip time is 22 minutes and you'll be traveling northeast from the pickup location. So I know that if I see this and I'm at the airport and it's 22-minute trip northeast, I know I'm probably going to Buckhead or Brookhaven, and I know this trip is probably going to be about, 18 to 20 bucks or something like that, right? So I'm going to take this trip every single time, because I know it's going to be pretty much worth my time to do this trip. All right. So that is the number one thing I like about having this Uber Pro Diamond status. The rest of this stuff, priority support, free 24/7 roadside assistance. That's great. Recognition in your rider app. I mean, that's great. but that's not going to add to your bottom line. I'm looking at things that'll add to your bottom line, you know, because we're about earning more and driving less. So up to 25% off car maintenance, faster pickup at selected airports. And that's basically the Uber rematch. That's a rematch. You know, they'll give you the rematches. It'll say priority pickup. It'll say that at the bottom of the rematch, which I think that's cool. And complimentary dent repair. And that's pretty cool too. But you have to sign up for these things. Make sure you look at the fine print on these, so you're just not fooled when it comes to doing them. So you also get the Uber Visa debit card. Something else you can apply for. They have a section on finance and taxes. See, this is stuff they've already had. Stride health plans, phone plan discounts. These are things they've already had. So, you know, my take on the Uber Pro Diamond level, yeah, if you can get to that, get to it. If they're offering it in your city, take it, go for it. But it needs to make sense to do it. Don't do it if it doesn't make sense. You know, you have to look at how you're driving already, you know, what your driving strategy is. You do have a driving strategy, right? So you have to look at what your driving strategy is and how you can make this work for you. So this extra 655 more points that I'm gonna need to maintain diamond status, I'm pretty sure I'll get that way before July 31st. I'm not even worried about that. You know, I'm like I said, having that intel of knowing how long your trip is going to be and which direction it's going in, that is gold. That is gold, pure gold. Some of this other stuff, like the consecutive trip promotions, they're not giving you any extra money for that. Access to Diamond Quest promotions. I mean, if you want to stay in the car, and you know, I've seen some Quest promotions where they're giving over $100, you know, for a certain amount of rides. I think it was like 80 or 90 rides or something like that, and they give you $100 or something like that. I don't want to do 80 or 90 rides in a week. I just don't. You know, if that's your game plan though, and if you're already doing that, by all means go for it. It's just not my deal. All right, so I hope you got some value out of this video about Uber Pro, you know, what it is and the different levels. I didn't even really go over the levels. So you have the gold level, well, you have the basic level, which is your partner level. You have the gold level, you have platinum level, and then you have diamond level. And of course, out of all three of them, the diamond is the best level you can possibly get. I didn't ask to be diamond. Once they started the beta testing, they actually put me on to diamond, and I gladly accepted. So again, make sure you subscribe and hit the little bell, hit the alert bell, so you'll know when I put the next video out. I really appreciate you guys for helping me get to over 1,000 subscribers. I cannot thank you guys enough. It means a whole lot to me to do that. And I really thank everybody who's taken any rides with me, and they probably won't see this video, but that's okay. It's a public shout out, and thank you guys. Once again, this has been Carlton Lewis, aka Mellow Melanin. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.